engineering. So implementation of data flow with conditional split and sync transformation. Conditional split and sync transformation. Okay, so it is saying page number 82, 122. Page number 122. Yeah. So all the recordings are up to date now, guys. For you all the recordings are up to date, right? Let me check the recordings for your batch. It's 32, 5th of August. Yeah, all recordings are up to date. Going good. Yeah. So what we are going to see today, we'll see the conditional split and sync transformation. Okay, conditional split and sync transformation. So what is the source and sync transformation as usual every time in every data flow. Okay, the point is very simple. Okay, every time and in every data flow, source and sync transformation, okay, will be there. Source and sync transformation. Okay. Okay, every time in every data flow, source and sync transformation will be there. Will be there. Okay. The middle transformation, the transformations which we are using in the middle, the transformations which we are using in the middle of source and sync. Okay, that transformations are okay. The transformations are fulfilling the business logic. That transformation are fulfilling the business logic. Okay, fine. Acha, guys, how many of you are having Azure free trial subscription? May I know how many of you is having Azure free trial subscription? Who is practicing? No one is practicing in the class. No one is practicing in the class. Seriously. Okay. What about others? Okay, Manju. Okay, so Manju, when you have created, is this a free trial subscription or paid subscription, Manju? See, guys, one thing. Okay, it's a free trial. See, guys, one thing here. Free trial subscription. Okay, free trial subscription. Once you create it, okay, once you create it, then exactly after 1 month, it will get expired. Okay, suppose if you have created on 6th of August, if you have created 6th August, then sharp at okay 5th of September, it will get expired. Okay, if you create it on 6th of August, then sharp at 5th of September, it will get expired. Also, one free trial subscription, okay, can be shared with multiple people, guys. Multiple people. There is no harm. 100% there is no harm. One free trial subscription can be shared with multiple people. Okay, Satish Reddy, if you are using Office, then you are at risk because Office subscriptions is not free of free trial. That's a paid subscription. Okay, if you get a bill and if your manager monitors or if your client architect will check what are the resources that are getting created and all, which is part of your practice, then they may ask you questions and all. First, take permissions from them. Just tell them I'm using it for my hands-on, for my learning. then it will be okay. Else, without permission, don't use Office subscriptions. It's very dangerous. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Fine. Okay. That's fine. If that is the case, then it is fine. So, Manju, can I have your user ID and password? Manju, can I have your user ID and password of your subscription, please? See, guys, only one thing you have to keep in mind. Always keep in mind. Wait, 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute. All right. So, Manju, can I have the password, please? Okay. Password. Okay, 1 minute. Let me just hold on, guys. Let me see when this subscription is getting expired. Meantime, I'll log into other subscription here. Manju, you got one OTP. You got one OTP on your mail. Can you please tell me the OTP, Manju? That's fine. No problem. Yeah, you can ask her, ask him, no problem. Yeah, please. Yeah, yes, yes. I'm waiting for it actually. Ask him to check in the Gmail if possible. I mean, in the spam box, in the spam mails. Yeah, okay. See, guys, like this, you have to check the subscription validity. Okay, this is your homepage now. If you want to check how long is your subscription valid, so you just come here to the global search plate and say here subscriptions. Click on the subscription here. See, it is showing the name as free trial and status. It is showing as active. Okay, so just click on this free trial one, and here it will show you the okay subscription validity. How long the subscription is valid? Free trial is valid for 1 month now. So it is saying that it will be valid up to 17th of August. It is valid up to 17th of August. So we have created this on 18th of July. Exactly after 1 month, 17th of August, it is valid up to. Okay, fine, guys. Is that clear? Mizunjay, I have given you the user ID and password of my subscription, what I am using. You got it, Mizunjay? Can I get the response from you, please? I have given you my subscription user ID and password. So please use it for your practice. And once you have done your lab, please delete the resource group. That's the only one thing you have to do, guys. Once you have completed your lab, immediately delete the resource group. Okay, fine. All right, guys, fine. So I'll go to home now. I'll start the class. Yeah, okay. I'll go to home. I'll start the class now. Okay. So I will say here, okay, conditional split transformation. Conditional split transformation is what that I'll tell. Conditional split transformation routes data rows to different streams based on matching condition. What it is doing, it is routing your data, okay, to different streams, means different sources based upon the matching condition. The conditional split transformation is like a case decision. Conditional transformation is like a case statement in any structure programming language, okay, like SQL and all you take. The transformation evaluates expressions and based on the result directs the data row to the specified stream, to the specified source. With conditional split transformation, we can split the data, okay, based upon the business conditions and load it into our destination systems. Okay, what we can do, we can split the data based upon the business conditions, what we are writing, and also load it into the respective destinations. We can load it into the respective destinations. Okay, this is what conditional split transformation. Practically, when we see, it will be much more clear. As usual, source and sink transformation we are having in every data flow. Okay, the transformations which we are using in between, that transformation is fulfilling the business requirements. That is what I have mentioned here, okay, in these key points. Now what I'll do, if I see the implementation diagram, okay, I'm saying that all the records which belongs to USA and UK country should go into one file. All the records which belongs to USA and India should go to one file in my destination, and remaining countries records, if there is any left over, then that record should go to the default file. This is what my client wants. My client is saying he is having data. He is having data in his source system, okay, with all the countries, okay, multiple countries, 4 or 5, whatever it is. Now he wants the data in the destinations system, Okay, based upon the business needs. Based upon the business needs, how we can do that, that I am going to show you. Okay, so blob storage account, container inside the storage account, upload the CSV file inside the blob storage account. This is what I am going to upload. Sales file 2020 USA UK India. So I'll just go here to my storage accounts. I'll say here source storage account. I'll say here blob services, source container. I'll take this file. Okay, I'll delete these two files. I'll say here sales files 2020 USA UK India. Okay, this one I'm taking. Done. Next, create ADL Gen 2 storage account. Create container and folder inside the storage account. That is already there. Okay, this is my destination storage account. Data lake storage. Okay, and this is what I want the files to be loaded based upon my business conditions. Whatever my business conditions, the file should be loaded here. Done. What I'll do now, create ADF, launch ADF, create link services. One link service for blob storage, data set for blob storage, one link service for destination, data set for destination. So ADF is already there. Data factory is already there. This is the data factory I'm having. I'll launch the ADF studios. Okay. I'll just cross check my link services. Okay, I'm just cross checking my link services. Okay, this is what the storage account. Perfect. Test connection. It should be successful. Connection successful. Okay, then I'll just say cancel. This is my destination storage account. Okay, destination storage account. Yeah, 1994. Okay, this is my storage account name. This is also correct. I'll just do the test connection so that the things will get refreshed in our ADF, because this is yesterday's ADF only I'm using. I'm not creating a new ADF. So is this okay, guys, or shall I create a new ADF? What do you say? Shall we continue in the same ADF, or shall I create a new ADF? Or else this will be confusion for you guys if I continue in the same ADF. Please respond me. I don't understand silence, please. Shall I create a new one, or shall we continue? Okay, all right, fine. So next I'll go to the data sets. Data sets are very important, guys. Okay, data sets are very important. Okay, so I'll go to the browse. Okay, this is my destination data set. This is what I want my data to be loaded. And this is my source data set. I'll say here browse, source container. What file I have loaded? Let me check the file. The file name. Okay, sales files 2020 USA UK India. Yeah, this fine. This file. Okay, I'll say here. Okay, I'll say publish all and publish. Okay, fine. This is step completed. This step got completed. Okay. Okay, let's create a new ADF. Okay, Shilpa will create new ADF tomorrow. Okay, you are the only one who is asking for new ADF. Remaining all people are okay with old ADF only. Okay, so I'll fulfill both the demands, new ADF as well as old ADF. So today we'll continue. Okay, right. Okay, Shilpa, all right. Fine. So next in ADF Studio, create new data flow. Create new data flow, give data flow name. Okay, data flow 3. Click on source transformation. Okay, data set, tag this data set. Tag this data set to your source transformation. Enable data flow debug option on top. So I will come here. Okay, I'll say here new data flow. New data flow. I'll give data flow name as what, TF underscore data flow 3. Okay. If you want, you can write the description, your choice. Add source, and I'll give this one blob as a source. This is my source data set. Done. That is what I'm saying here. In this step, I'm saying that only. And I enable the data flow debug. I'll enable the data flow debug. Okay, see, I'm enabling on top of auto resolve integration runtime. This will get created by default along with the ADF, and debug time to live means, okay, what happens here, up to 1 hour it will keep my data flow debug enabled. Okay, if I won't do any activity up to 1 hour, okay, and I went out somewhere, I went to market, or I went to watch a movie on that time, after 1 hour automatically this will be disabled. Okay, so with that, whatever the internal resources that are getting utilized to run our data flow and pipelines will be stopped, and the internal resources will not get consumed, and with this will not get a high bill also for our subscription. Okay, 1 hour is fine. Okay, I'm not having less than 1 hour, this is fine, I'll say here. Okay, so let the data flow debug gets enabled here. We'll just hold on for some time, let it get enabled. So it is getting enabled, guys. It will take some time. So it might take some 5 minutes time, I believe so. So for that only we are waiting for. Okay, until this gets enabled, whatever the controls and transformations we are using in the inside the data flow, that will not work. This has to compulsory enable. Okay, it got enabled now. See, it got enabled. So you will get a green check mark like this. Okay, you will get a green check mark like this. This is an indication that it has been enabled successfully. Fine. After this, click on plus source transformation in search type conditional split. Okay, click on conditional split settings tab. So let me launch the conditional split transformation. I'll say here conditional split transformation. If I want, I can check whether the data is getting reflected in my source transformation or not. The data has to be populated here because now my source transformation is integrated with my file. Whatever the file I'm having in my source storage account, it got integrated. So till the time it get populated, I'll just proceed further. Okay, click on conditional split. In conditional split tab, okay, I have to move then. I have to move here then. Okay, let me check. It will be on safe side if we check whether we are getting the data in our source transformation or not. Okay. Yeah, perfect. See, I'm getting the data from my file. I'm getting the data into my source transformation. Now I click on conditional split transformation. Okay, split on all matching conditions. I'll say yes, split on all matching conditions. Okay, for stream name text box, say US and UK. Stream name text box, I'll say here USA and UK. Fine. And for condition box, click on any. This is any. Okay, and write the business expression here. In expression builder, type the below expression, save here, save and finish. I'm saying that all the records, all the data for the country USA and UK, okay, should be here. Next, I'll say here, click on plus on extreme right, okay, to add new row condition for stream name USA and India. So I can click here, I can say here USA and India, USA, India, fine, USA, India, then I'll write the business expression, this one, okay, say here, save and finish. This is done. For last text box stream name, okay, say here just default. Say here just default. Array. Say here just default. Okay, this is what we have to do. Fine. So I cannot do publish here until I have completed. So this is what USA UK. This is USA India and the default one. Okay, fine. Or you can put or also. You can put or you can put and. Whatever it is depends upon your business requirement. Okay, guys, just 1 minute, guys. 1 minute, I'll come back. 1 minute, please. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so now if you see here, what we are doing, we are using the conditional split transformation and we are writing the business expressions to split our data, into our destination. Okay, so data is in one file in my source and I'm splitting the data into multiple files depends upon my business condition. Okay, okay, fine. I'll tell Manpreet, just hold on. So what I'm doing here, after this is done, I have segregated the data for USA, UK. Okay, and this is or only. Double quotes is or only. Okay, this is for USA and India, and the other one is default one. If there is any other records for other countries apart from these countries. Okay, next after that, what I'll do, I'll click on plus. Okay, first plus. Okay, click on first plus of conditional split transformation in search type. Type here sync. Okay, so if I come here, okay, so US, UK, USA, India, and then default, click on this first plus. I'll say here sync. I'll click on this sync transformation. Okay, and what is my destination data set? This one, right? So I'll just say here my destination data set. This is what I have tagged. Okay, output stream name, give it as US and UK. So I'll give here USA, UK. Okay, I'm taking very small amount of data, guys. In your real-time projects, you will take large volume of data. Click on Optimize tab, single partition. Click on Settings tab, Optimize tab, single partition. Okay, Settings tab here, file name option. Same we have done yesterday. Okay, fine. So I'll say here output to single file. All USA and UK records, I want it in one file. I'll say here USA UK.csv. Okay, fine. This is the first one I have done. Click on plus second of condition split transformation. Okay, sync transformation, sync tab, output stream name, give this one, USA and India. Select this one, say here, sync transformation. I'll say here, okay, USA and India. Done. I'll tag this data set. I'll say a single partition. This is compulsorily you have to do. Okay, say here output to single file. Okay, and give the name as water. USA India .csv. Okay, fine. Last one, I'll take it as default. Last one, I'm taking it as default. Okay, so I hope I'm not missing anything here. Okay, last, click on last plus. Okay, say here default and say here default.csv. So I will say here sync transformation. Okay, I'll say here default. If it is any, I want it to be here. And I'm saying here, I have not tagged the data set. So tag the data set here. Okay, output to single file. Say here default.csv. Done. I'll say publish all, publish. Okay, publish all and publish. That's what I'm doing next. This is completed. Okay, the transformation is ready for me now. To run this transformation, I'll launch the third pipeline. I'm launching the third pipeline here. I'll take it as pipeline. I'll say here run df underscore data flow 3. Okay, I'm giving something name like this. Here I'll say here data flow activity. Okay, what data flow I'm running here? Df underscore data flow 3, right? Data flow 3. Settings. I'll call this data flow 3. Carefully select this data flow 3. Okay, fine. So what is my expectation now? Here I should get 3 files. Here I should get three files in my destination container. Okay, nothing is there. I'll come here. I'll say publish all and publish. So I'll do the debug. I hope the pipeline will get succeeded. Okay, pipeline got succeeded. I will go here to my destination. Let me refresh this one. Yeah, super. See, I got three files separately created. What I have done, I have splitted the data into my destination as compared to my source files. As compared to my source file in my source system. Okay, so I have splitted the data and I have loaded into my destination accordingly as per the business requirement. So one file is having 214 bytes of data, 218, 307. So if I say here, let me see data is there or not. Yes. If you notice here, I am having only US and UK records. I am not having any other records apart from US and UK. This is perfect. I'll say here edit. I'm having US and India. That's what I'm having only US and India records. Okay, the last one is this one. Okay, remaining all remaining all data. Okay, it has taken here. Okay, default is water. We have just given as default, right? If I come to my data flow, straightforward, I have written as what default. So it has taken default as complete file data, total file data, and that we are seeing here in this default file. In this default file. Okay, fine. Is that clear, guys? This is what about the split transformation. Very simple. The concept is very simple. We are just splitting the data into our destination. Yes, that's correct. Shilpa, you are correct. So here the pipeline we are designing, I told right, data flows cannot run by itself. Okay. Every data flow, if you want to run, then you have to design the pipeline compulsory. Every data flow, if you want to run, then you have to design the pipeline compulsory, and in that pipeline, you have to call your call your data flow. You have to call your data flow. This is what compulsorily you have to do. That's what I'm doing all these things. Okay, fine. What is this? If you are having huge volume of data in file like 10 lakhs plus records and we want to load the data system, then in click on data flow activity in pipeline. Okay, in settings tab, expand sync properties, check run in parallel checkbox. If you say a run in parallel, then okay, multiple pipelines, it will start loading and the processing will go fast and the data will also load it here very quickly if you are doing this configurations. Okay, in data flow activity, okay, in pipeline. So here it is. If you come here, 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 data flow activity in pipeline. Okay, in settings tab, this is the settings tab, expand sync properties. This is sync properties here, and here you have to check run in parallel checkbox. Run in parallel, publish all, and then you can do the debug. Little techniques to improve the performance of your pipelines. Okay, if you are having huge volume of records. Then next we are having exist transformation. Okay, exist transformation. What exist transformation? The exist transformation is a row filtering transformation that checks whether our data exists in another source or system. Okay, what it is doing? Exist transformation will check whether our data exists in another source or stream. It will check our data exists in another source or stream. The output stream includes all rows in the left stream that either exist or don't exist in the right stream. Okay, what it is saying? The output stream includes all rows in the left stream that either exist or don't exist in the right stream. The exist transformation is like SQL where exist and SQL where not exist. Okay, if you see the SQL queries, then where exist and where not exist. Why we write the same for the same purpose? We can use exist transformation here in ADF. The exist transformation makes a comparison between two data sources based upon the condition, and the same records are exist within them, then it will load the data into the destination system. So if you see the diagram, acha, okay, understood, understood. So here we are having two sources, guys. See, here we are having two sources. Till now, we were taking only one source. Correct, na? Till now, what all the data flows we have designed. Till now, what all the data flows we have designed, we were having, right? We were having only one data source, one source system, or maybe one source system. Okay, but multiple files we are considering. Okay, one source system, maybe, but okay, one source system, but multiple files we are considering. Okay, so what it is doing, source one and source two, it is taking. So this is my source one, this is my source two. Now what it will do, it will check what records are existing, what records are not existing. Okay, based upon my condition, and then it will load the data into the destination. Okay, so what condition we are saying here? Okay, this is the condition. I'm checking on years data. Year. I'm checking on years data, means year column is there. Okay, I'm giving a condition for both this one. This control will validate the data on both the sources. This control will validate your data on both the sources based upon the year column. Based upon the year column. I'll show you practically, which will be much more clear. If year column is having matching data, then it will load it into the destination, or else it will not load into the destination. That is what it is. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll use the same storage accounts and everything. Okay, I'm using the same storage accounts, guys. If I create a new one, new ADF, new storage account, it will take a lot of time for us. So that's why I'm just going with the same storage account creation. Okay, I can keep this file also. It's not a problem. Just not, you should not get confused. That's why I'm removing that file. It is saying uploads 2014 file, 2025. Okay, I'll say here 14 and 20 files. These two files, sales file 2014, sales file 2020. Upload. This is done. Then to storage account, container inside the storage account. That is we have seen. Yes. So if I go here, this is my destination container. I'll just remove these files. I'll make my container empty so that the new files get loaded. You can keep that files also. It doesn't matter. Okay. This already. Acha. Here there is a catch, guys. Here there is a catch. If you see here, we are creating two data sets. One data set for one file. We are creating two data sets. One data set for one file. So for 2014 file, we are creating one data set. For 2025, we are creating one data set. Little change here, little change. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll come to my author. I'll say here new data set. I'll say here blog. Okay, I'll give the name as this one. DS blog essay 2014. Fine. I'll take 2014. Okay, I'll say here okay. One more data set I will create. Okay, so what we are doing, we are creating two separate data sets for two separate files. I'll say here 2020. Carefully select the files. Okay, so two data sets I have created, 2014 to 2020. Destination data set as usual. This is my data set. This is not needed now. This one is not needed for me. Okay, fine. Then next what I'll do, new data flow, enable data flow debug, give name to your data flow, whatever it is. I'm creating a new data flow. I'll give it as 4. df underscore data flow 4. Now what I'll do, I'll say add source. I'll give here what 2014. I'll say add source. I'll say here what 2020. Two sources. Source 1 and source 2. Two sources I have given. That is what I'm doing here. 14. Okay, and 20. Fine. If you see to this data set, okay, see what it is showing, 2014 file. If you go to this data set, showing what 2025. Okay, done. Plus of source transformation in search type exist. I'll launch here my exist transformation. Sorry, this is the pipeline. This one I will go. I'm launching here exist transformation. Okay. Now what I do in my exist transformation, output stream name, say here exist, left stream source one, right stream source two. Left stream, so left stream source one, right stream source two. So what happens here? The moment I say right stream source two, this source transformation will get connected to this existing transformation. This source transformation will make a join with this exist transformation. See now, got it? Join has happened. This join was not there. This join was not there. That's what I'm saying here. Okay. For left source one column here, right source two column here. I'm joining. Okay. I'm joining. I'm saying that my exist transformation should have the data from source one and source two based upon the column here. It's a join. It's a join, not union. That's a different transformation we are having for union and all. Okay. I'm basically, it's not a join also, I can say. It is something like I'm asking my exist transformation to make a comparison between these two source transformation, whichever data is common based upon the column here. Okay, fetch the data, fetch the data. So I'll say here source column as here, source column one, and here also I'll say source column as here. Okay, I'm saying here. Then click press on exist transformation and search type sync. Say here sync. Both the files should be having common data. That is very important. Okay. So this file, if you see this file, okay, 2014 file and 2020 file. These two files should have year column compulsory. So here it is having year column 14 file and 25 should also have year column compulsory. This you have to keep in mind, and you have to give the join on the common column only. Okay. You can use exist. No, I think you cannot use, because in exist you are having only left stream, right stream. That's it. You can join two sources only. If you are keeping three sources, then you cannot. How can you join third source with exist? Because it is not giving as such option here, right? Left and right. To connect two sources only, it is giving us the option. Okay, fine. So what I'll do after this one, click on press exist and search type sync. I'll say here sync transformation. Okay, sync transformation means data loading. Okay, I'll just give the destination data set. This is what I want. Single partition. I'll say here output to single file. I'll say here water. I'll say here something like, okay, common data.csv, common records.csv, common records.csv. Okay, now data flow designing is completed. I'll come to pipeline. I'll say here new pipeline, run. I'll say here run df underscore data flow 4. Give convenient name, guys, so that you will not get confused. Data flow activity. Come here. Okay. Settings. Carefully select your data flow 4. Publish all. Publish. Okay. After the publishing gets completed, I will debug the pipeline. So what I'm expecting in my destination, I'm expecting a new file. I'm expecting a new file with this name, common records.csv. And in this file, I'm expecting common records from both the sources. Go to destination storage account, data lake storage, refresh. Okay, just hold on. Let the pipeline gets completed. Okay, pipeline is running. Just hold on. Let the pipeline gets completed. Succeeded. Okay, I'll take a refresh. See, I got a common records.csv. Let me check. Data didn't loaded. Data not loaded. Data not loaded. Correct? See, data not loaded. So what I'll do, I'll come to my source. I'll check first the files data. In 2014 file, I'm having years for 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, I'm having data 14 to 19. Okay, 14 to 19 for all the records. Okay, 14 to 19 for all the records. And here also I should have data 14 to 19 only. Here I'm having data for 2020. Here I'm having 2020. Data for year column data is not matching. Data is not matching for year column. That's why the data not got loaded. No common records. So I'll do one thing. I will come to data flow. I'll come to exist transformation. I'll say here exist transformation. I will change here. Instead of year, I'll give the other product type. This is what the second demo. Second demo, same, only I'm just changing the condition here. I'm taking a product type. Exist condition, I'm taking it as a product type. So if I cancel exist condition, I'll say here product type. Okay. I'm just changing the column. I'm saying product type, publish all, publish. Okay. And I run the pipeline. So what I'll do, I'll go to my destination. I'll delete this file so that a new file will come in my destination when I run the pipeline. Okay. So let the pipeline run completed. I'm expecting a data, a file in this my destination storage account. The pipeline is getting running here. Just hold on. Succeeded. Come here. See, I'm again seeing a new file here, and I should expect the data now. Yeah, super. See, the data got loaded into my destination. The data got loaded into my destination. Perfect, perfect. So the condition what we gave previously, the condition what we gave now, the data got matched with product type. That's why the data got loaded into my destination. This is what about guys for today's class. Okay, I'll just stop the class here. We'll start this in tomorrow's class. Okay, source and joint transformations. We'll start this in tomorrow's class. All right, we'll see this in tomorrow's class. Any questions, guys? I'm going to close the class for today. Okay. All right, guys. I'm not getting any comments. We'll connect again tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see the next topics. Bye, guys. Good night.